George Gammon warns of a collapse that could rewrite the rulebook for a whole generation. But what does that mean for you? And why is it closer than most people think? Today, we're diving deep into Gammon's predictions for a financial collapse that could shake the economy at its core. No sugarcoating, no vague warnings, just a hard look at the signs all around us and what they're leading up to. This isn't just about another recession, it's about what Gammon calls a generational shift. And here's why he believes it's already happening right under our noses. Think back to 2008, that collapse, while devastating, might look small compared to what's coming. The challenge here isn't just surviving another downturn, it's understanding that the way we approach money, investments, and even basic financial principles might be completely outdated for what's on the horizon. George Gammon's insights reveal issues that are far deeper than a dip in the stock market. So, what exactly are we talking about? It starts with the system itself, a system that might not be equipped to withstand what's next. According to Gammon, our economy is a house of cards. Debt levels, both national and personal, are off the charts, and it's not just the usual credit card debt. It's debt in forms most people don't even think about: shadow banking, corporate borrowing, and the insane leverage happening in derivatives markets. Gammon warns that these debts are ticking time bombs. What's eerie is that this isn't a new phenomenon. In fact, he argues that every past collapse has its roots in runaway debt and we're back at square one, but this time, there's no more safety net. Central banks like the Fed have been throwing money into the system for years, thinking they can control it. But here's what Gammon wants you to see. This control is an illusion. Every dollar printed, every interest rate dropped, it's all fuel on a fire. Gammon even calls it the central bank bubble. To him, the idea that the Fed can save us in a crisis is as spooky as it gets, because he doesn't think they can. Imagine putting out a fire with gasoline. That's where we're at with the Fed's endless money printing. And when it bursts, no amount of bailout will be enough. Gammon has another bone to pick: inflation. Not the official numbers that get tossed around, but the real inflation that's gutting people's buying power day by day. Here's the thing. While wages have stagnated, the cost of living has quietly skyrocketed, and it's only going up. He warns that while people might assume they're just getting by, they're actually sinking deeper. It's this slow bleed, Gammon says, that people don't notice until it's too late. The eerie part? This isn't a glitch, it's a feature of the system. If you've ever thought your retirement fund or stock portfolio was a safe bet, Gammon's perspective might give you a chill. He says that traditional investments, the ones we're told to rely on, may not hold up in a severe collapse. Stocks, bonds, even real estate, they're all based on assumptions that Gammon believes will soon be obsolete. What if these safe investments suddenly lost their value? Gammon points out that we're in a period where fundamentals have gone out the window, and the only certainty is uncertainty. That's why he stresses finding alternative assets, things that hold value outside the traditional system. Gammon also warns about a factor most aren't considering: technology. While tech has been hailed as a revolutionary force in finance, he argues that rapid automation and AI could destabilize the job market in ways we haven't seen before. And if you think this has nothing to do with a financial collapse, think again. Imagine a scenario where millions of jobs vanish, not because of a recession, but because of tech advances. Suddenly, even people who were once secure find themselves vulnerable, and the ripple effect could collapse the very framework of our economy. Gammon leaves us with a warning that's hard to shake. He believes the economic landscape we've relied on is about to transform in ways that go beyond market dips. He talks about this like it's a seismic shift that could impact every part of daily life, from how we work to where we live. It's not just a market reset, but a full societal change. And while some dismiss it as alarmist, Gammon points out the signs all around us, quietly building up. Are we ready for what's next? So, here's the reality George Gammon sees: a world on the brink, but it's not the brink we're used to. It's the kind of shift that might be impossible to recover from in the traditional sense. This collapse, if it happens as he predicts, could redefine wealth, opportunity, and survival for an entire generation. He's not just saying be cautious. He's saying prepare for a world that operates by different rules. If you want to stay ahead of these changes, subscribe and stick around for more.